So this is not my normal Am I the Asshole? This was more of wedding drama that was posted on Charlotte Dobray's Reddit account. And drama it is. About a year ago, my 25 male best friend, 26 female, got married to her fiance, 26 male. For a bit of background, my friend was an only child and grew up in a very hostile environment and was facing constant judgment from her mother. Her mother was very vain and was what she would call the absolute best of the best. Her mother would constantly compare herself to my friend and would judge her, whether it was looks, grades, achievements, etc. My friend, being the absolute queen she was, didn't let her mother's constant judgment put her down in any way. She knew her goals and worked very hard in order to achieve them. Whenever she had a setback, her dad was always there to comfort and support her, while her mother scoffed, saying how she could have done the same in a heartbeat. This behavior led my friend to slowly distance herself from her mother over the years, so that she wouldn't have to be bombarded with her mother's judgment. When we graduated and went to college, they rarely spoke unless it was during the holidays. Fast forward a couple of years and the pandemic hit. With social distancing regulations, my friend couldn't be happier. Eventually, after restrictions loosened, me and my friend and a few others went to a nice restaurant to chat up and catch up. As dinner ended, the waiter informed us that the bill had been covered by someone else. We were all shocked and confused as to who paid our bill. Turns out it was my friend's coworker who was there and his friends that night and had noticed her. She had collaborated with him on a project for the company they worked for and got to know him a bit. They exchanged numbers that night and soon they began talking more and more frequently. They began dating almost a month after that dinner and really connected with each other. Ladies, if you wanted to, he would. She seemed to be very interested in him and would interact with him whenever she got the chance. Fortunately, my friend told her boyfriend about her mother's past judgment, so when her mom began running her mouth about how perfect of a woman she was for her birthday, her boyfriend had mentally prepared himself. My friend would eventually get engaged, and when she broke the news to her mother, again, surprisingly, she was thrilled. My friend invited me to be the man of honor, to which I gladly accepted. Throughout the wedding planning, her mom was very critical of my friend's choices for the wedding, as if it was her own. To her mom, it was either the color scheme was tacky, the seating chart was botched, even the roles in the wedding were all wrong. Nothing ever seemed to be up her standards. Even when my friend was trying on wedding dresses, her mom had something to say about each one. One dress she commented on, she said that the dress would look better on her than on my friend because it was meant for a much more appealing woman. You would have had to leave, Ma. See, what we're not going to do is... I'm starting to really understand and believe the statement when people say sometimes your biggest and first hater is your mother. Because how is your daughter getting married? It's supposed to be a loving, wonderful time, a beautiful experience. She even included you in the experience after you've been judgmental to her for her whole life. She's getting married, it's supposed to be a beautiful day, and she included you in this experience. And you would make a comment as her mother to say, oh, that dress is not for you. It will look better on me, a more appealing woman. You would have had to leave. You would have had to leave because absolutely not. Like you lost your ever-loving mind at that point. Oh, hell no. I was fed up with her to the point that I asked her if anything appealing would ever come out of her mouth because me and everyone else was done listening to her bullcrap. She backed off finally after she received many death stares and side eyes. My friend found a dress that looked absolutely amazing on her, and right then and there, she knew that it was the one. Fast forward to the wedding, and everything is in place, and people begin to file in for the ceremony. Note that the color scheme for the wedding was ocean blue and turquoise. My friend's mom shows in a tight race car red dress, barely below her hips. Nobody notices yet, so her mom takes the opportunity to ask my friend's fiance for help in another room. Out of anybody, the friend's fiance? See, They said to respect thy parents, but sometimes parents need to catch hands. Sorry to say, this is why they have the implemented no contact. No contact. Because not my wedding, as the mother of the bride at that, you're going to show my color scheme is a nice turquoise, ocean blue, and you show up at my wedding in a red dress trying to make a statement? No. She got to go. She got to go. Minutes later, everyone is wondering where the groom is when all of a sudden someone very loudly yells for help. Me, my friend-in-law, father of the bride, rush over to find the noise coming from behind the locked door. We get it unlocked to see my friend's mom topless while trying to kiss my friend's fiance. He had called for help because my friend's mom was chasing him around trying to seduce him. I was shocked. The in-laws were disgusted and my friend's father was furious. So her husband is there too. People competition with her daughter. Her husband is there and she's trying to actively sleep with her daughter's fiance at their wedding. And y'all tell me y'all wouldn't want to put hands on your mother? Maybe that's... Let it try me. My friend's mom rushed to get reclothed while my friend's father was screaming at her, asking what the hell was happening. I helped the groom back to the ceremony and the in-laws called for security to have my friend's mom removed. Well, long story short, she was removed while my friend's father yelled to her that they were getting a divorce. The ceremony had fully begun. The groom had a smile on his face and my friend's dad had calmed down. The reception was a blast. We partied, we ate, and we had the time of our lives. After the wedding, my friend's husband and her father explained what had happened before the ceremony. By the time they were telling her this, my friend's mom had already moved in with a relative of hers. All during the wedding. Damn, was your wedding like 5 days? The venue had sent the father the security footage of my friend's poor husband being chased by the topless banshee. My friend was livid. She called her mom and screamed at her for the constant judgment over the course of her life while calling her shameless before she hung up and blocked her and everything. After that, her father filed for divorce. He kept everything, even with the protests of my friend's mom, because the amount of evidence stacked against her was undeniable. Ever since then, my friend and her husband have lived happily in wedded bliss. They invited me and a few other people to celebrate a year of happiness and the downfall of a witch. I absolutely love this outcome. That's why I say I couldn't pass up this story, because this story was, come on. She needs to be in an insane asylum, because not you being somebody's whole mother. This is the type of stuff you see in movies. I wonder if is this story really true? This type of stuff you see in movies, because why is the mom actively competing with the daughter? Ma'am, you was here before. You have a husband. You're not a single mom, struggling in life. You have a husband who obviously cares about you. He's there with you at your daughter's wedding to celebrate the love that your daughter has left the nest. She's finding her own family. Instead, you over here in competition trying to run around, chase this man in a back room to sleep with him. I love this outcome, and I'm thankful that you chose the right man, the right husband to ward off the witch, because how crazy is that? I feel sorry for you that y'all got, trust me, my mother ain't a saint by no means, but I think in that point, I could imagine my wedding and my husband disappearing because my mother tried some slick. I think I probably would have beat the bricks off of her. I'm not even gonna lie. Lord forgive me. I'd have been my one-way ticket to hell, even though I'm probably on my way there after watching and seeing some of y'all TikTok videos. Yeah, absolutely not. Mom needs to be, this is the perfect outcome. Divorce, she needs help. HELP, help.